Hello Taurus, Ali from Indigo Ascension. Welcome to the channel. Now we're going to be doing your second fortnightly reading for the month of June, so June 15th to the 30th. If you haven't already, please do go ahead and check out your monthly Practically Soulful reading for June, where I cover the greater soul messages, I guess, in depth now, which reflect a theme that you might be experiencing. So the fortnightly readings are have the intention of me sort of honing down even further, if you like, into the energies that are crossing your path during the month of June. Now, make no mistake, Taurus, the month of June is a hotbed for celestial activity in the stars. Now, cosmic placements we've got, the planetary placements we've got going on. We are currently in between eclipses, okay? So we kicked off the month with the Sagittarius full moon lunar eclipse. We've got the Cancer solar eclipse later in the month. Particularly the second half of June, we'll see 6 planets in retrograde, yes. However, I've focused mainly on 5 simply because once Venus comes out of retrograde, once Neptune enters retrograde, which will be our 6th, Venus completes its retrograde cycle not long after. That's not discounting the fact that there are shadow elements, obviously, to each retrograde season. We'll feel that build up, just like we feel the build up towards a full moon, just like we feel the build up towards eclipses, okay? And yes, eclipses are very strong energy. There's a collective theme as we're processing deeper fears, beliefs, if you like, the ones that were handed to us by family, given to us by society, the ones in which we've been told to live by, which have fundamentally shaped our experiences of love, connectivity, rules, the ways in which we handle our deeper beliefs, and when they do come up into our awareness, as well as what's playing out. Now, with Mercury going into retrograde in the middle of the month, which will be featured in the second half of June, we will then be wanting to let this energy out in some way, Taurus. Now, that was the purpose of the retrogrades. That is the purpose of the retrogrades, is we go deep, we go in, we really look at the motivations and intentions and the deeper drives, if you like, in the realms to everything that I mentioned above. But with Mercury coming into the mix, Mercury is the communication planet, obviously, and it's wanting out. Now, it's known for communication mishaps, travel mishaps, yes, but perhaps that simply is because we have, on some level, by society, religion, family values, we've been taught to repress our deeper truths. We're not genuinely encouraged to be transparent and authentic. You know, everything is guarded with a mask, if you like. We tread carefully before putting out ourselves out there and exposing ourselves to risk, perhaps. So naturally, when Mercury goes into retrograde, there's communication mishaps, there's misunderstandings, a need to be clear in our communications. We're entering a brand new ecliptical cycle with Sagittarius and Gemini taking the lead, and that kicked off at the beginning of this month. So we will be distinctly noticing a changing of the guard, Taurus, if you like, from the energies of the previous 2 years, which offered us a gift in of itself. And obviously with solstice happening as well on the 21st at the same time as the solar eclipse. It's a massive refresh, reset, but the center of it all, I personally feel, it is about love for us, and more importantly self-love, and how we block ourselves from that experience, how we fundamentally focus so much outside of ourselves that we're wondering how that's mirrored in connections, experiences, or whatever the case may be. But it all comes back down to self, and that is where everything is made manifest. There's a new love language in the cosmos. You know, we're entering into the age of Aquarius and we're coming out of the age of Pisces. Subconsciously, in deeper ways, and also in aware ways, in conscious ways, we're all becoming called, you know, we're all being called to the fact that we are transforming from the inside out in many ways, and we'll see that reflected in our everyday experiences. We'll see that reflected in the challenges that present on our path. Now, this channel is primarily, you know, dedicated to empaths, intuitives, and sensitives. So the whole purpose of our journey then, perhaps, Taurus, is about bridging 5D and 3D. How do we embody our human self with our higher self? It's great to have that concept, that higher knowing, that intuitive knowing. But how much do we miss out on true expansion, growth and abundance, love? How much of that do we miss out on when we don't dedicate to integrating that and practicing that on the material plane, in the everyday realities we find ourselves in, yeah? All right, my lovely Taurus, I'm going to start with the cards for you. Now, you have the same oracle theme card as Libra, so maybe you're connecting into a Libra. Now, The Secret Language of Light by Denise Jarvie are these oracle cards. I really need to update my description box below, but take a connection in. Soul Family card is your theme for the reading. The card is number 36. So again, it's that 3 is represented numerologically by communication, creativity, connectivity, that creative Holy Trinity, if you like, so that we can bring things into harmony thanks to the 6. Okay? And 36, 3 and 6 is 9. So there's a completion here in relation to what soul family might mean for you. There's a completion here into the old world in which we're connecting, relating, definitely can be reflected by relationships ending, Taurus, and ending, most importantly, of the way in which we choose to connect with others, because it is within our relationships that the mirror presents. We get to see ourselves in those connections. We get to see truth reflected back. We get to question truth and deeper fears, or whatever the case may be. These are the classrooms of spiritual growth. And soul family, whether that connection is a harmonic one or a disharmonic one, on some level, on the soul level, we have all chosen to reincarnate together with certain folks to experience deeper wisdom, deeper truths, to heal karmic patterning. Yeah, soul family is your theme for the reading. So let's just see how that has integrated. I do see here, after a time of loss and walking away from conflict or being conflicted inside, many Taurians are coming into a strong understanding of what it is they want to commit to for the long haul with a full heart. You're redefining what love is to you. You're redefining how to accept love. You're redefining how to express love. There are redefinitions when it comes to the love connections, family, friends, or otherwise. It is connections that feel like soul family, connections that resonate to us from higher vibrational points of view, Taurus, that are genuinely good for us. And it is that which we want to connect to, that it is that which we know we will offer our full heart to, our full cup to, because that is who we are and that is reflective of what we deeply desire. You've got the Magician being crossed by the 10 of Cups. Now, are you manifesting emotional fulfillment or what when these two guys want to kick off your reading? You are calling forward genuine emotional fulfillment. Now, the 10 of Cups is the pinnacle of the minor arcana of the Cups, and the Cups rules all things emotional, love, congeniality, connectivity, anything that makes our heart sing, okay? This can be how we feel about ourselves, how we feel about our careers, how we feel about the connections in our lives, and most importantly, it is also about the love relationships in our lives as well. But make no mistake, like I said earlier, perhaps the deeper energy on offer with all of these retrogrades is self-love, because it is here that love is experienced first, so that it can then be reflected as some form of confirmation, wisdom, or truth for growth, yeah? And perhaps we're always bouncing back into self to really get to the crux, thanks to the eclipses, thanks to the retrogrades this month, that we can really ask ourselves, what makes my heart sing? Does this feel emotionally satisfying? Are my beliefs, everything I'm calling forward, new experiences, conflicts, whatever the case may be, does it ring true to emotional fulfillment, Taurus? These are the things. There's some beautiful energy here, guys. There is a karmic balancing, a karmic calling in of people that you are meant to have aligned to, okay? You might be in review mode, okay? The Justice card sits atop this. The 6 of Cups sits in your past, in the recent past. You're reviewing themes and beliefs and the ways in which your love language was developed and your connection experience to intimacy was developed thanks to your past relationships, the ways in which that was modeled to us in childhood, okay? This might even extend as far back into past lives. Guys, this all ties in certainly to soul family. Like I said, the connections we call forward on our journey for greater growth is so we glow and we truly understand the essence and the magic of the soul light within exists in all, okay? Some gifts come wrapped in dark wrapping so that we can truly, you know, with that work, with that patience, with that tenacity, in the unwrapping, we see that really is a gift under there as well. It takes quite a lot to venture into the realms of, you know, of the depths. Now, on the surface, because if a gift comes wrapped in beautiful glitter and light, and on the surface, that's evident and that's great. But sometimes we unwrap that and go deeper still, and it's not a resonant energy for our experience, whether that's a connection, whether that's whatever the case may be, yeah? All connections serve a karmic purpose. There's certainly a balancing of karmic lines here for many Taurians that I'm connecting into. You have integrated deep karmic wisdoms that might even stretch back as far as your childhood or further still into your past life, Taurus, okay? It was being raised within your awareness. Now look at the color of the red, you know, from the shoes to the, you know, and that's also representative of base fears, okay? So our root chakra was being made into our awareness in the past. You've been becoming aware of karmic patterning is what I want to say, and the simple reason, and how that's reflected in our relationships, how we reflect that into the relationships around us, whether they're children or not, okay, how we're seeing noticeable karmic themes in patterning, the ways in which we connect to others, the ways in which we believe about love, how patterning was displayed to us in our childhood. In the past, you were becoming aware of it, of how to re-offer your cup, what a cup of love and how that is offered to you means for you, because perhaps you weren't receiving a cup of love, perhaps you weren't offering a genuine, heartfelt cup of love, okay? In the recent past, you were becoming aware of all these base fears and drives to the point you are now cloaked in this wisdom. Sorry, Taurus, as I was saying, you know, you're becoming aware of this wisdom in the recent past to the point that you are now cloaked in it, and there's been a level of mastery, okay? The Justice card is a major arcana card. It is a key point in your, this is what crowns you. You are a key point in your journey to really truly know what is just, what is right for you. The justice of the past, the need to incorporate a just knowing of drives and influences and this deeper wisdom moving forward. It's also an 11 card, all right? So there's mastery here, and change had to happen because this is a 6 card. You're going to take another 5 to get to 11, okay? But the 5 is a number of change. We have 5 planets in retrograde. 5, so conflict, okay, which also is a feature underneath your deck, okay, was necessary. The rise of conflicting emotions, the conflict between you and others was necessary to implement the change that was needed to embody this awareness so that you can move forward in your path with the greater wisdom that you have gained. Certainly what crowns you could quite practically be a separation, okay, whether that exists in a relationship, whether that exists between you and your relationship to self, your beliefs, a separation from old ways, old connections, soul ties that have served their karmic purpose. Underneath all this, there's a strong drive within many Taurians, and certainly the energy and the connections around you, the experiences around you are demanding that you almost rush forward. It can feel almost like this impatient energy where we're oscillating between wanting emotional fulfillment, knowing we want to rush towards it, but then also taking this cha-cha step back. And the reason I say that is because of the 4 of Cups is what's likely to happen next. You're going to want to keep reviewing all these wisdoms in some way in the final 2 weeks, Taurus, of June, because is it right for me? Like I'm now re-crowned with that wisdom of the red, yeah? but it's not cloaking me perhaps. And I'm not saying any decisions you're making are incorrect, but you're going to feel this deeper energetic pull towards wanting to check in with the new wisdoms that you've integrated, check in with the path that has been. Because when the divine offers you a cup, and when I say the divine, that could be a person, that could be an opportunity that presents on its way, you're not open like the Justice card here. See how her arms are open as she holds the scales, she holds the sword. Okay? See how her arms are open, but here, that same red figure, sometimes I look at the tarot and I'm like, it's the same person experiencing their emotions, their mentality, their energy, their practical life in different ways. And sure, some of them look female, some of them look male. But I like, for the symbolism purposes, I like to see how they graduate in energy, you know? We're going back into our emotions and the ways in which we've been reluctant. From this higher knowing, okay, make no mistake, the last 2 weeks will give you a sense of elevation when it comes to some clarity around your path ahead, Taurus. But there's going to be a point where change will be very evident in the fact that an offer will be made, a conversation will be had, someone will be requesting something where you will be required to accept an emotional offering or a heartfelt offering or a creative opportunity, all right? It is an opportunity from the divine that has the potential to give you this emotional fulfillment. You've only just recently crystallized in your mind about what is true for you when it comes to genuine heart satisfaction and resonance, okay? Apply that to love, apply that to life, apply that to career. There's an offer here that presents, and you're perhaps going to just be mindful of the fact that you might be a little bit more focused on a time where there was genuine congeniality and connectivity and joy, thanks to the 3 of Cups in front of you that you're looking at. So there's like this energy of questioning, is this new offer going to match up what I've ultimately wanted? Because I've just come out of a time where I've really integrated some deep stuff here, and I don't want to make the same mistakes. That's the energy of the 4 of Cups. I don't want to... there's almost like a fear, okay? There's like a sitting on the fence energy is what I want to say. And the reason that's happening is because you are integrating losses still. You are reviewing on practical levels. There's evidence on practical levels of the losses you've experienced. You might even be feeling energetically, emotionally, mentally, the energy remnants of these losses and the situations you have walked away from. And they are wisdom teachers too, Taurus. But the key to remember as an encouraging force of light, like I said, all experiences and people come packaged as part of our soul path. And it is all connections and experiences that really tie to this deeper truth of soul family. Whether it was love or loss or both, they all teach us something. They all gift us with nuggets of gold, nuggets of wisdom to expand us into our greater versions of ourselves, yeah? The energy of 5 is here again, which is the energy of conflict. It's the energy of change. It's the number of change. And I do see here underneath all of this, like I mentioned earlier, is this potential for a review of the rising conflict. Conflict has taught you a lot on what you do and don't want. It can also lead you into greater fears, all right, that keep you mentally stuck, Taurus. This resurrection of truth, this resurrection had to happen. This call to soul, this call to judgment on some level, this karmic balancing was essential, okay, to get you to where your emotional fulfillment, joy and happiness truly is. The 9 of Cups is a celebration. You know, it's almost like a smug feeling, and there are many Tauruses that have been through trying times, that heard the call, that were willing to do the work. They faced their challenges courageously, which might have even seemed like an impossible feat thanks to the Strength card, you know. But all of these upgrades and awareness were perhaps even coming at fast paces, okay? This could involve a lot of communications with others involved in your situation so that you could gain deeper clarity about truly how much heartbreak influences us all and how past pain, disappointments and betrayals can get in the way of growth in many ways. Okay, again with the Five of Swords, there was a need to defend self, to engage in conflict. You guys have 3 5s, 5 5 5. You might be seeing that as confirmation on number plates, in phone numbers, whatever the case may be, Taurus, to remind you that change is here, change is safe, and remind yourself truly about how much you have been through. You are on the road to releasing this. 5 of Cups, it's about releasing the remnants of the emotional losses. You will walk away successfully, whether you are ready to yet as you watch this, because I get it, when we're ending old karmic ties, patternings, relationships, the very practical realities is we're dividing up finances, we're taking what is ours, we're dividing things up, we might be in conflict about that, we're going through emotional losses, and that's really difficult. Make no mistake, it's not an easy feat, okay? But there is definitely an ending here with the Death card. There is deep transformation here. Old ways of living, loving, offering your heart, what it is you want to commit to moving forward, okay? More importantly still, the Empress shows up to remind us that you have everything you need within you to manifest the reality you want and to stand in your highest element. This is you, the Queen of Pentacles, okay? You will manifest this emotional fulfillment, okay? Look at this manifestation card is amplified by the Magician. The Magician is a manifester. And the Magician kicked off your reading with the 10 of Cups. This is about you manifesting emotional fulfillment, Taurus. And you will, after an ending, once you embrace the Empress energy within, she is the queens that come before her. She is not just the Queen of Pentacles. She's the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands, okay? She is all skills, abilities, and essences rolled into one, and it is with all of them that she manifests, which is the same reflection of the Magician. He has a cup, he has a coin, he has a wand, he has a sword. He has everything he needs to manifest. He's connected to soul and mainstream, heaven and earth. He's bringing it down, and this confirms that you too will manifest and bring into fruition. You will birth, okay? The Empress also represents pregnancy. So 9 months from now, you could very well be pregnant. But it's about that bearing fruit, manifestation energy. What are you growing? What you are drawing forth, you have and will manifest in your reality, so that you can see yourself reflected as your truest and highest vibration, because this is you. But this is also a reminder that this is you too. You are more than just the Queen of Pentacles, okay? So good news when it comes to new realities, chapters, experiences, jobs, relationships you're wanting to manifest. You finish your reading with 2 knights, the Knight of Pentacles and then the Knight of Cups. There is a solid offer here. It is slow-moving energy, yes. And in many ways, this integration of what it is you're integrating when it comes to emotional fulfillment and your path moving forward has been a slow and steady energy. It's taken time to manifest. It's taken time to grow within you. It's taken time to manifest within your life. But make no mistake, there is a love offer here. Okay, a new way to offer love, a new way to experience love, a new understanding and wisdom has been gained before you accept an offer of love. And love applies more than just our relationships. Okay, it is our friendships, our family, our relationship with our career and our career path, our soul path. But certainly there's a commitment here. You might be connecting into a water sign. There's a lot of water on the table. Okay. But I'll explain the cards quickly. There is the Major Arcana of Justice, which is a Libra. Okay, there's also a lot of Earth. There's some Scorpionic energy here. A lot of water, guys. A lot of water, okay? And definitely strong Scorpio energy, given, you know, with the Judgment, with the Death card and the Judgment card, it is. You had to drop karmic ties. So if you're noticing on practical levels that you're mulling over the past a little bit, you know that you can stay stuck there if you want, okay? But the Divine is offering you an opportunity to step forward towards your emotional fulfillment, and it is the very manifestation that you have called forth, and you have, from a heart level, from a soul level, you have called this new opportunity, new way of being, new chapter, okay, into your life for a reason. And it is here, and the only question is, will you accept it? Remember when I said the Justice card is an 11? These guys sat directly underneath that. 10, 11. Endings and beginnings, yes, okay? But it's also mastering intuition, mastering what you intuitively know, mastering this intuitive way in which you choose to experience emotional satisfaction and how you're manifesting that in all areas of your life. Because there's a nice mix here, okay, of Wands energy, Cups energy, Sword energy for you, my lovely Taurians. All right, my dear, let's take a look at... I also wanted to finish the reading with the Oracle of the Unicorns. It's my daughter's Oracle deck. We have some beautiful energy that finishes off the month now. Make no mistake, guys, with Neptune going into retrograde, we are definitely veil off, masks off. We cannot deceive ourselves anymore, but I strongly feel I'm connecting into a lot of Taurians that have been dealing with this. There's going to be remnants of the have I done the right thing? Yes, I missed the past. Yes, I have regrets for the choices I've made. All of this sort of stuff is definitely possible, but it's by committing to the path ahead. The reason why, the reason you're truly trying to learn and integrate some soul wisdoms here, because you're manifesting a new way to live and love and connect. Emotional fulfillment is your goal. So that is perhaps the strongest wisdom teacher to take with you in those moments that you find yourself dipping down or going back perhaps, because we can't lie to ourselves anymore with Neptune going into retrograde. It's all delusions are going to be looked at, and this has been the purpose of the retrogrades that have come before it. We're wanting this energy out. We're wanting to communicate in new ways, connect in new ways. With the Sun, Quincunx, Pluto and Jupiter, we're definitely experiencing an expansion, so there is no lying anymore. We cannot not address the expanse of these deeper wisdoms we've been learning. Like I said though, guys, I'm connecting into many Taurians that have been doing this already. You know, April and May were significant for you. It might even span back to last October in some way, all right? But I do want to say the last 10 or 11 months or something, I keep feeling 10 and 11, you know, have been significant for you. This year, the last 5 months have been significant for you in really getting to the crux of this as it played out in the physical plane, in your relationships, your career, your experience with your finances, your experiences with your emotions and stuff like that. We're going to finish this month. That's why I wanted to use the unicorn cards, because they're beautiful little high vibe, magical cards if you like. We're going to finish this month with strong drive about our reason why, our deeper wisdoms now integrated, and here we are acting on them, you know. There's going to be excitement, and exciting connectivity with differences. We're going to finally understand the differences that exist between point A and point B, where I am now to my goals, my differences between you and me, okay? Whereas earlier in the month there was rising conflict, and we see that globally, where differences are almost frightening because there's this cognitive dissonance that happens when we're confronted with something completely opposite of our deeper held beliefs, yeah? But that too is the wisdom and gift of the retrogrades, to bring everything up into awareness, to ask, is this still true for me? What can I take from my environment, from others? How has this taught me to upgrade myself in some way? Because we're always, Taurus, ascending out of old paradigms. That is the goal, yeah? So that's how we bridge mainstream and soul. Okay, my lovely. Soul family are beautiful gifts of love and reminders of the love that we truly are. You are creating harmony thanks to the 3 and the 6 to complete a cycle. You finish the month. With the leadership card. Look at all this expanded heart chakra energy, guys. Step into your leadership, share your message, inspire and empower others. I'm strongly feeling career choices, career path. You know, and we don't necessarily have to formally step into a role of leadership. We can be the leaders when we feel ostracized and different from our family members, our friendships, whatever the case may be. Soul family, the next level of your experience, the souls that are meant to cross your path for guidance, for inspiration, for learning, are meant to be crossing your path. You are calling them forward, okay? Lead the way, Taurus. More importantly, with the green chakra, with the green color here, that's definitely heart chakra upgrades. Allow your heart to be your leader, because it is about emotional fulfillment and manifesting that. But that's a beautiful way to finish your reading, my love. Okay, my lovely Taurus, I hope you have found resonance in your message for the final fortnight of June. If you haven't already, please do like, share, subscribe, leave a comment below. Let me know how you found the reading. And also in the links in the description box, don't know if I mentioned it at the start, you'll find some information about the work that I do as an energy healer and reader, yes. So there's links to my website and my Facebook page, but you'll also find a link to my Instagram page where I am doing weekly quick reads, okay? So fortnightly and monthly readings on the channel are quite extensive, go into depth, but the weekly quick reads are a great little check-in to see what themes and energy might be coming up each week, and they're nice little 3 to 5 minute videos, but it's only on Instagram, so go ahead and check out the page and like and follow for that. Your weekly quick read for this week is currently up, okay? All right then, my lovely Taurus, enjoy. Have a beautiful last 2 weeks of June, and I'll see you for your July readings. Take care.